Hey y'all, old Indy here. I know it's been a minute, but you know, we're gonna make another one. So right now we're gonna be playing some Turtle WoW, and I know why y'all are here. Y'all are here because of the title. So let's dive right into that. So, as you know, we're playing Turtle WoW, which is possibly one of the best classic WoW servers? Yeah. Anyway, it lets you mod it. So let's go back to that real quick actually. So we're going to go over here. You have tweaks, add-ons, mods. Now these are the mods that I'm running to get the results that I'm getting. Now as you can see, this is all the basic stuff. See, patch A slightly altered. A little extra mod, great mod by the way, love it. Mega Butt, my brother found that, sick. Night Sky, makes it a little dark, still cool. The darker night, really dark. Then a little extra companion texture. This goes with the little extra and Mega Butt. It makes it great. You'll see in a minute. Then you have the bikini. I think this might be why the gnome works, but we'll have to see. I don't know if it's the load order or it's the mod list, whatever that is. I'm sure the nerds can figure that out. This is the best I can do unless my brother makes a video, and he doesn't really do that. So let's dive right in a little bit more. So here we go. This is just a little extra. The high elves, they don't benefit from the extra mods, but they do benefit from the little extra, which is great, honestly. You know, like just imagine playing World of Warcraft and you actually like what you're looking at. Pretty cool. But then you have the little extra, and Mega Butt, and you're gonna see that right now. This is the human model, as you can see. A little outrageous, but also cool. The jiggle physics are also there, so definitely there. So let's go down to this one here. So let's go into world real quick. We're gonna do human first, just so you guys can kind of see what's going on. And like I said, this is Turtle WoW, so it's a little different. So let's get out of here. Oop, slow down. So this is what we're looking at here. This is the mod. Little extra plus. It's outrageous, I know. It's a fantasy world, so you know that's how we're gonna do it. This is the mod. Shameless, I know, shameless. Now this is the casting animations with the mod. Pretty cool. A little bit nicer to be leveling like that, right? See? We're just gonna do some animations for you guys, jump animations. So, and then there's this. Pretty cool, huh? Alright. So we're gonna head on back here right while we're looking. Now there is a bikini mod on this, so I don't want to take off the clothes because pretty sure that's pretty pervy, so we're not doing that. So let's go back in here. Log out. So now we're gonna go to, we'll do create new character, that way you can see. So even the dwarves are affected, which is pretty cool. I never play a dwarf, mainly because you know, maybe I should. You know, it doesn't look half bad. Usually it's the faces that set me off. So the dwarf is affected by the Mega Butt and the, it might just be Mega Butt actually. So if you want a little extra mod and you want to play a dwarf, then here you go. Let's do all of the options. Oh, then the bikini mod, so it gets like the cuts right here. Super pervy, as I said, but it is what it is. Here's the human. Boobs are probably too big, but you know what it is, what it is. And then here, right here, this is the big butt mod or Mega Butt mod. Pretty cool, right? So you guys see kind of how the human body is. Wide hips if you like that. Some of us are into that. Then you have the dwarf, and then we have Night Elf. So Night Elf only benefits from the little extra mod, and as you can see here and here, well, and you know the hips as well. So this is what you get with a little extra mod when playing Turtle WoW, right? Which is great, you know. And this is also with the HD graphics, so it's the newer graphics. It's not the old, you know, blocks, right? How we played back in, well, Burning Crusade, right when I started. Somebody got gnome. Oh, look at that! Is that a gnome? So let's go to male gnome. Yep, there's a male gnome. That's what you're expecting, right? Well, here's the female gnome. So the female gnome, as you can see, pretty much has the same body type as the human. The only difference here is it just looks a slight bit different, right? Now, oh, look at that face. Ugh, let's change it. I can't even handle that. This is my favorite face for the gnome. So anyway, this is the gnome. So as you can see, it's taller, and if you double check, it's as tall as a night elf in game. So you have a night elf gnome with and it still has the regular gnome head. If you see, it has the cut here. You know, you can see where it's not a perfect thing. I don't know how that came about. This was literally an accident. I don't know how to get tall gnomes. You'll have to check the load order I showed you earlier. I'll show it again at the end. But this is the gnomes. And then this is the gnomes with the skirt, or the bikini mod, I think. Maybe it's the big butt mod, mega butt, who knows. But yeah, this is the gnome. And then you have your high elf, right? High elf does not benefit from the mega butt mod, right? Does dwarf? So dwarf does not either. Interesting. So the only ones that actually benefit are humans, gnomes. Well, actually, just humans and gnomes. So if you want the mega butt and you want this, then you're going to be human and gnome. So let's go back here real quick. This is my new character that I've been playing. So let's go into world. Now you're gonna be able to see the gnome in action. Been playing this game like over 10 years. Like have over a year played in game, probably 2. So this is what you're looking at, and so this is why we do this, because you need something to keep it interesting, right? It is Classic Plus. We've all played this about 1 million times.
What's on your mind?
Let's do that. Let's just take that. So this is what you got here. This is the gnome. This is my new favorite character, just because it's not quite as wide as the human. It's got a thinner waist. Let's go in a little bit. It's got a thinner waist, but you know, and the boobs aren't quite as big, right? And the head being so big compared to the human model makes it look slightly more realistic, if you could call this body type realistic. It is for some women. Bravo. But this is kind of what we're looking at. So now let's kind of look and see what we're looking at for animations for a warlock. So there we go. So that's gnome warlock. As you can see, it's human animations. So these are all human animations, but you have the gnome head. Now, if I have one caveat of this, it's the fact that the gnome head is like shiny sometimes, where the rest of the body isn't. It kind of stands out. So like, let's go here. So you see how the gnome head's like bright, while the rest of the body's kind of like muted. So that kind of sucks. But as you can see, it works really good. It doesn't crash the game. I don't know how. I honestly just don't know how we made this. You know, you can thank my brother. Like, he's the one that put this all together for me, because I'm inept when it comes to computers. But yeah, this is the mod, man. This is peak classic, if I was gonna say so. You know, and if you're chasing the thickness, then you don't get better than this. Now, the best part about this mod, or this combination of mods, is that you get to play gnome. So you're getting to play the gnome, and you're getting you're getting all the stuff that makes gnomes great, right? Except for damage versus mechanicals. This is Turtle WoW, so it's not, it's not classic. That they've changed some things, but you're still getting escape artist, and you're still getting engineering, and you're still getting expansive mind, which is probably the most important. 5% intelligence is pretty big in game, so that's why you want to play gnome. But you don't want to play gnome because they're gross, right? Until this, right? This is pretty cool, right? I mean, if you're into gnomes, and let's see what we can do here. Let's I know what you deviants want. I'm one of you, so I should know. So let's have a look. Let's go over here. Do I need that? Oh, God, I should have done this before the video. Sorry, y'all. But we are going to take this off. So when you take this off, the big booty mod, it takes off the pants, right? So now you see how you have the pants here? Which almost looks better, because, who am I kidding? That looks pretty good too. Let's get in the light. And let's get this Void Walker to stay where it's at, so it's not in the way. But, so that's what you get. So all robes turn into all robes turn into a little mini skirt, right? And if I had some higher tier gear, you'd see that as well. So now the only issue with this mod, if you're into that, is this. Jeez, let me throw these out. I can just create them anytime. Here we go. So see, unlike the human where you get full cheek, you know, and that's also the mod my brother installed because he likes humans. You have this here, so you're gonna have, you know, it's not fully nude, which is probably a good thing. But this is what I've been running. This is what I've been playing, and I think it's great. You know, I think the big head complements the body, and I'll show you just a second what the difference is. Because with the gnome, you have the bigger head. We'll go right here while we're zooming out. You have the bigger head, so it looks more proportional, I believe. But when I show you the human, as you're going to see in a minute here, especially in game as you're running around zoomed out, you're going to notice the difference between the gnome and the human. So let's see. Look at that. That's great. So now we're going to go to, here's my hunter. Oh look, there's the bikini mod. Pretty sick, right? But now let's go to this one. So you see how small the head is? Now let's go in game again. We're going to go in game and we're going to see the difference. And here we go. So see how small the head is compared to the body? Like obviously, giant body, great. Great if you like curves, then pretty sick. But this is it. I feel like the head's a little too small. That's why I think the gnome is perfect. I'm loving on the gnomes. We'll go to gnome one last time, and then I'm going to show you the mod list. So there's the gnome. So it looks a little weird, but in game it looks really great, just because of the angle here. You know, it's a great mod. So we're gonna go back. We're gonna go quit. And oh, hi, that's me. Let's go back here. So these are the custom patches that I've added. So if you want to try to recreate this mod, again, I don't know how we did it. My brother did it. I can't take credit for that. But this is what we did. Patch A slightly altered, a little extra, mega butt, night sky. Maybe that factors in, probably not, but hell, maybe try it. And try this mod load order too, because this might have an effect. And then a little extra companion texture, darker night, and then bikini, and then mega butt moderate does not work. It's not selected. As you can see, the ones that are selected are the ones that I'm using. I dare not change anything because I might lose my beautiful gnome. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. That's all I got. Play Turtle WoW if you want this, or play Project Epoch if you just want to sit in a queue all day. But you know, we can't even get in the game right now. So I was super psyched about Epoch, and then I discovered this gnome thing, and I was like, oh well, blank Epoch. Unless they do something like this and allow, you know, mods in their game, then I'm probably gonna stick with Turtle WoW. But that's all I got for right now, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and Lindy out.